how this all transpired was a simple travel permit. I'm on probation for false imprisonment.
Wait a damn minute.
Was reaching out countless amount of times. I got to the point where I was just like, I do have to travel.
You're going to jail, bitch!
There is a lifetime membership fee, $1,500. He does all the trading to go to Cash App and buy Bitcoin.
Wait a damn minute.
I want to ask questions. I never got another response. But I want my $1,500 back.
Period.
I want to bring all the ladies together for my Friendsgiving, but it's clear between Evelyn and Jennifer, and now Britney and Evelyn.
I know I'm in a hijab, but maybe I come in peace.
Till I don't.
So you know I...
Well.
Oh, just to explain to you what happened, because you never gave me the opportunity to explain. There's a lot of things that are false.
A few moments later.
First of all, we're not going to make this about Christian. Well, it kind of is. His cousin went and invested money. Tell your man to send her $1,500 back.
No, now run me my money.
I'm not interested in it. So all the victims, the lady that's on disability with 30,000, you don't care about these people? Stole this woman's money. Oh, he's a day trader. People.
Girl. This girl is delusional.
Jen, how do you feel about this information? Do you care?
Brandy, I don't give a how many ways you try and ask the question.
Now why am I in it?
And you could have did it.
See how I get wrong because you never apologized.
All here, it's kind of like a Ponzi scheme, whatever he got going on. Listen, stop talking about Christian. No, I'm not storyline.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about Basketball Wives, and this season looks pretty good. I'm not gonna hold you. If you haven't seen my review for Basketball Wives, it's right here. Click the link, and you can see my total review. But the season looks really good. But y'all, like, I'm subscribed. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flame. And if you wanna play with me, you can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with
bubble. Nobody's gonna be able to pop it. And I feel like Jennifer and Evelyn have been friends for so long. Evelyn, you should know this. Y'all been friends for 25 years. And you know how your friend is when she's over here in her love bubble. You're not gonna be able to pop it. Whatever you say to this girl in this moment is going in one ear and out the other. She don't want to hear it. So ain't no need to say shit to her, right? I have two viewpoints. But let me get to it before. So we see, Jennifer is married. She's glowing. She's having a good time. Like, my God, this is so great. I am married. Whoa, 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 yeah.
I am a married woman.
All these things. Cool. So we get on Christian, and Christian going to Paris. So the judge sentenced Christian to 15 days in jail because he went to Paris and he didn't get no travel permit. He served 2, went to Paris for his wedding, and then came back and did the other 13. First of all, y'all better be happy the judge was kind and lenient enough to do so, because y'all would just been SOL, but to each his own. So Christian, his explanation was, I got communication saying that I couldn't travel, but I got communication saying that I could travel, but then I got communication saying that I need a travel permit. And, at this point, I'm just like, I gotta go to Paris.
A simple travel permit. I'm on probation for false imprisonment. So I was being told, you can leave the state. No, you can't leave the state. And if you want to leave the country, you have to get a permit.
So what that tells me, if I was a judge, because if I was a judge and I had somebody on a reality show,
I'm watching all the episodes.
But what that tells me is you heard the communication, you knew what they were saying, you might have got mixed communication, but you did not get a yes. You got, I need a travel permit. You did not get a travel permit, so your ass is going to jail. Period.
You're going to jail, bitch!
So that's just what it was. I don't think he made a fuss. He was like, okay, cool, I gotta do this. I'm gonna do this little time and I'm gonna be out quick, cool, fast. We got it. So Jennifer's like, she dropped her man off to jail. Girl is crazy. And she said, I gotta go to LA because I have to, do some business. Girl, you gotta film the show. Please, just say I gotta go for the show. We get it. Jennifer meet up with Brandy when she's in LA. Brandy is living her life. She's separated from her man, and she's just her and her son, and she's having a good time that she can actually be, single again, back on the prowl. We get it. So Brandy's like, how are you and Evelyn? What's going on? You know, she was just like, well, you know, I haven't talked to Evelyn. Don't plan on talking to her. She's, well, are you upset about what she said? Flashback to last season.
Because her ex-boyfriend scammed her, and then she meets this guy. She doesn't have street smarts. I worry about her marrying him.
And the hot mic moment that happened, Evelyn was just talking like, oh yeah, you know, Christian, he's a scam mom. All these things going on with Christian. You know, like she just so dumb. She has no street smarts. You know, she just did all that. And then Jennifer's just like, you could come to me and say everything under the sun, but now you can't come to me and say that? She's like, okay. So here's the thing. One, Evelyn, y'all been friends for so long. I don't know why you couldn't just go to her and say, hey girl, this don't look right. This don't make no sense. What the fuck is going on? Two, why the fuck would I go to Jennifer when I know she's not going to listen? Jennifer, you proving that you're not going to listen to nothing that nobody's saying. You over here talking about she didn't come to me saying anything to me. She just had a hot mic moment. Bitch, you weren't going to hear it. I get it. Christian fine as fuck. Fine. I get it. Out of all the men that Jennifer has been with, when it comes to the looks department, girl, she struck gold. So I'm like, girl, I get it. But the math is not mathing, and the accounts are drying up.
Where's our money?
So we hop over to nosy ass
Messelin.
nosy ass Evelyn on the phone call with Carl's cousin. I said, oh, okay.
My son's father, Carl's cousin Kiki, DM'd me to tell me that she had invested money with Christian.
She's like, well, you know, Carl's cousin DM'd me on Instagram, and she said that she has connections with Christian. She was doing, you know, some money with Christian, and she's just trying to get her money back.
It's a lifetime membership fee, $1,500. He does all the trading.
I said, okay. I'm trying to get my Evelyn accent together, because last year when Evelyn was pissing me off, I did it so well. No, but the girl was saying, like, look, I invested $1,500 into him, and basically going to flip the money. Like, he was my day trader. But then she said, I gave him the $1,500, and then he told me to go on Cash App to buy Bitcoin. She was like, I don't know nothing about Bitcoin, but if I gave you the money, shouldn't you do it for me? Valid. All these are valid things. But this is why I think it's important. My mom is an investment banker. This is why this is important, right?
Never give money to someone that you did not sign documents to.
I don't know if this woman did, but this is just a tip for you guys. If I didn't sign on the written documents about anything that deals with money, especially over $100, bitch, I'm not giving you shit. If we signed, cool. But that's one thing, is just like, at this point, she's gonna have to probably go to small claims court, have written documents, you know, transactions. Like, there's gonna have to be a paper trail of what happened, because at this point it's hearsay. It's your word versus my word. That means it's not gonna get anywhere. We know this. So it's just unfortunate that happened, and I actually believe this woman. But like I said, if you had no written documents, you just gave that man $1,500 just because, and that sucks, and that's sad. We transport her over to Jackie Christie's building. I said, okay, we're going to Jackie Christie's building. Up. Jackie knocks on the door. Who opens the door? Chantel. I said, oh, Chantel. You know, that's one pretty girl. Chantel's so pretty. I've been seeing communication online. Went on Instagram. A lot of you guys do not like Chantel. I have no qualms with Chantel. I think Chantel is a beautiful woman, stunning, and, you know, I think she's cool. I think Chantel is the realer version of Jackie Christie. Jackie is a lot. Jackie's theatrics, and I feel like Chantel's relationship with her mom is a little bit about like my relationship with my mom, just not as extreme. My mom is very, you know, she is almost in her 60s. She is living life. She's traveling, you know, really being her authentic self. She's finding who she is. Later in life, yes, but she's still finding who she is. And there comes a time where the student becomes the master, but the child, the child becomes the parent. And there's things that my mom just don't know that she comes to me and my sister for all the time. So I feel like Chantel has always had to be the person like, Ma, what are you doing? Ma, chill out, because we know Jackie can go there. I feel like what we see on TV with Jackie Christie, I feel like that is really Jackie. I really feel like that's I think that's Jackie, for real.
And if we don't, Vanna, I'm out of here. I can't believe you just told me you don't want my help. Oh, Lord, do you have a fan? Can you turn on the air? It's hot.
I feel like Jackie is really that animated, that, that hot-headed, that spitfire, that kooky. I feel like that's really her, honestly. And I really feel like that because her daughter knows that. So she just like, Jackie comes in with like gifts and she's seeing the baby. We get introduced to Chantel, and basically, she's like, my father, she's like, I'm a basketball wife. My dad is the interim head coach for the Sacramento Kings. I'm married to this man from the Charlotte Hornets. She gave her a little, spill.
And now he is the interim head coach of the Sacramento Kings. And of course, my mom is Jackie Christie. My husband is Daquan Jeffries. He plays for the Charlotte Hornets.
Jackie's like, I'm happy that you're here. If you need anything, I can always come, keep watch, just give me a key. She's like, girl, I'm not giving you no key. She's like, really? Really? I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. I'm like, Jackie is too much. Like, girl, come on now. But we know how this relationship is going to move. So I'm just like, I hate to see it. Hopefully they can find some reconciliation, but I hate to see that it's going to go the way it's going to go. But so we segue over to, we see Jackie out at lunch and we see her with Britney Renner. She's so problematic.
Hello, everyone. I'm back and things look a little different.
Britney Renner. So Britney Renner has converted her faith to Muslim. Is practicing the Islamic faith. Me as a person, being that my faith is more so spirituality, but rooted in Christianity, I respect all religions. So I like to get to know about religions. I could date someone of a different faith, because I'm very inquisitive. I like learning about people's different religions and backgrounds, So for her to practice this faith, I'm just like, I'm accepting. I hope, the internet and everything don't really go too hard on her, because I know how people can be in the internet. Obviously she's wearing a hijab and she looks beautiful. I think she looks stunning. She comes and she sits down. She's like, with Jackie, she's like, oh girl, I missed you. Thank you for always being in communication, da 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 da. And she's like, yeah, I come in peace, I come in light. But don't let the hijab fool you, girl. We can go there. I'm like, oh.
Always loved her energy. I love all of this. Tell me about it. I was going through like a really tough time. I mean, really the last 3.5 years of my life.
Okay. So she just basically in reference to Evelyn, she's like, I've been seeing a lot of communication with Evelyn. Like, girl, you had a lot to say about me. I'm professional. I'm this. I lack respect. Like, bitch, if you got something to say it to my face. I was the closest to you in the group, but now you want to pop it. Cool. So Jackie's just like, well, I didn't know where this is going. She's like, I knew that, Jennifer and Evelyn has an issue, but now Brady, okay, we definitely need to talk. Like, Jackie, everything don't need to be discussed. But
I know I'm in a hijab, but maybe yes, you are in a hijab. But I'm not docile. Yeah. Like, I come in peace till I don't. So
So it's time for the Friendsgiving. We see all the girls get there. Also, Ty and Ming, we do see them, but we really don't get that much into their story. But Chantel, Jackie, Evelyn are already there. Everybody's looking gorgeous. Britney comes in. She comes in, she shakes Chantel's hand, they introduce each other. She hugs Jackie Christie, and then she's like, yeah, there's Evelyn. She says, it sits down. I said, oh. Okay.
And yeah, we're just all sitting down out here until everybody get here, and then we'll go eat. I love. Well,
So Chantel's just like, yeah, this is interesting. I get to, be in a group with the girls. She was like, yeah. And Brittany's like, yeah, I really don't sit around with people I don't fuck with, but, I said, oh, okay. So she gets up and go back inside. Jackie comes back, and Jackie's just like, look, I support you. If you want to say what you got to say what you got to say. Don't let these girls, blah, blah, blah. Just you try to amp her up, make sure that she's good, and make sure that she has a platform to speak. First of all, Chantel was like, don't go in there and be messy. Don't go in there and amp her up. Don't go in there and tell her anything. Just let them be. What did Jackie do? Exactly what the daughter said.
Me, I'll be back. I'm fine. You need to go start. I'm gonna get something to eat. I need some food because I've been drinking. I want you to address anything because we're all gonna be around each other that you need to address.
So Jackie did the exact opposite. So she comes back outside, and you know, Britney's explaining herself. She's just like, yeah, you would say all this stuff about me, and then blah blah blah. Evelyn's like, are you done? And like Britney said, it's condescending. It's condescending as hell because, bitch, what do you mean am I done?
All these other different things, but I'm not trying to have an issue with you because I'm always actually big up to you. Are you done?
Shit like that's irritated. Are you done? Yeah. So Evelyn basically explained herself like, you know, I did feel like those things. I felt that all that was true, but you know, we were close. And she was like, you did that revolt interview calling us miserable bitches. So after that, I was just like, how am I a miserable bitch? Blah, 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 da, da, da. So I get where Evelyn's coming from. She ultimately apologized and Britney ultimately accepted it. So I was like, that's good.
So I apologize. Maybe we can kind of just like...
I appreciate your apology. Wasn't expecting that.
Thank you that they got through what they got to get through. Here's what we want to talk about. Jennifer and Evelyn. So everybody comes in. Everybody looks cute and gorgeous. It's cool. So Jackie's like, you know, I came here to talk to you guys, bring together this Friendsgiving because there's some things that needs to be talked about. There's some elephants in the room. Jennifer, Evelyn, this is you know, anytime is the better time. Now is that time.
What you feel comfortable doing? Just to explain to you what happened because you never gave me the opportunity to explain. The audio was me talking.
So Evelyn's just like, Jennifer, you know, when the hot mic moment happened, I reached out to you. I tried to figure out what's going on with you, but you didn't return my call. And you and your man, what your man's doing, I don't like that. And Jennifer just like, if this is going to be about Christian, we can go ahead and kill it.
There's a lot of things that are false. And Jennifer, first of all, we're not going to make this about Christian. Well, it kind of is.
I'm like, ooh. So Evelyn's like, you don't care what people talking about your man? You don't care what your man's doing, stealing money? Stealing money? You don't care about that with your man? You don't care? Jennifer was like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, he's a day trader. I said, girl.
Realize when they trade, you have good days, you have bad days. You win money and you lose money.
Girl. This girl is delusional.
I said, this girl is delusional. Because his whole, even since last season, girl, a gay scammer, but you still married him. And Evelyn's basically telling her, like, girl, like, you're gonna look dumb, you're gonna look stupid, and he took money from Carl's cousin. She want her $1,500.
Been trying to get her money back. Tell your man to send her $1,500 back. So all the victims, the lady that's on disability, you don't care about these people?
I wanted Jennifer so bad. This is just the messiness of me. I wanted Jennifer so bad in that moment when she was like, she wanted her $1,500. I wanted Jennifer to be like, she ain't getting it.
You know what? This is too much.
She ain't getting it. Oh my God. But then she's like, you know, there's always risk. Jennifer like, there's always a risk to, you know, when people trade, there's risk, there's good days and bad days. I'm like, Jennifer, you're doing too much explaining. Why do you have to do this much explaining about your man?
Jen, how do you feel about this information? Brandy, I don't give a how many ways you try and ask the question. Don't. That's why you're in the situation that you're in. I'm not in no situation.
It don't make sense to me. Even though Evelyn is irritating and all these things, she makes sense. Jennifer looks like, girl, I ain't got to deal with this. She throws her napkin off. She walks up the stairs. And when she walked up the stairs, Chantel's like, girl, I'm a fly on the wall. I don't know what's going on. And then Evan's like,
well, you know, this is like a Ponzi scheme. Like, you know, you just give people money, just trying to, you know, just shoot out their money.
Oh, girl, here's it. She said, girl, shut the fuck up and get your own storyline, hoe.
Fly on the wall here. It's kind of like a Ponzi scheme, whatever he got going on. Listen, stop talking about Christian. No, that's not a storyline. Stop stealing money.
So Evan turns around like, you don't care that you're about to take people's motherfucking money. Yeah. Yeah. I said, what the fuck? If I was sitting there, I was just like, girl, what the fuck is going on? This is crazy as hell. Honestly, truly. But that was the end of that. We see Jennifer is back with her man. And, you know, in the episode, they ride in the car. You know, he just got picked up from jail. So he's like, what's going on with you? How's everything good? She was like, everything is good, but you know, Evelyn, she's over here talking about, oh, felons can't over here, you know, trade. Felons can't buy stocks, which they can here. But I feel for Jennifer. Like, yes, you married this man and you thought that he's your knight in shining armor. But Jennifer is one of those girls where it's like, you can do for yourself, but you want a man in your life so bad to provide that lifestyle for you. When you can provide that lifestyle for yourself, you are well off. You've been on the show for damn near a decade. I feel for Jennifer. I'm just like, I feel like she moves like Portia Williams. I think Rodney the Voice said this as well. Like, girl, you move like you're a bitch that's in survival mode. You're not. So you can do for yourself. You have a lifestyle that you can live for yourself. So why are you over here always in survival mode?
Yeah, so Evelyn on her usual digging. You already know. Digging. You have been her latest case.
You don't need this man. If you love him, cool, it's you. But being that you're attached to him now, paper-wise, girl, it's gonna come. And they're gonna come and they're gonna try to eat you alive. But y'all, that was Basketball Wives, Season 12, Episode 1. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a guy stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around. Cause